I found out about No Man's Sky's ARG slash cassette tapes by way of the Know. Actually, the Know, which I found out about last August, was because I was researching No Man's Sky and I liked their content in general. So I decided to click on the link, say about last month in June, and I found it very interesting how No Man's Sky had an ARG attached to it. Actually, I didn't even know what an ARG was, but then I found out that it's some type of game, and they, were sending out tapes in case of this Waking Titan ARG for No Man's Sky. So I researched further on YouTube, and I found videos by way of Cobra TV and Orbit TV, and I followed along through phase 1 of the Waking Titan process. Now, in terms of my prediction of the update for 1.3, I think it'll be an obvious type of update, because what has been repeated by, I believe, the CEO of Atlas, Elizabeth, is that it hides in plain sight. Hides in plain sight. We are the mystery that hides in plain sight. Now, a lot of people that get involved with these ARGs and that have solved no.
We are the mystery hiding in plain sight. If you're curious enough, if you're bold enough, you will find us. Pay close attention. Sometimes you hear something that sticks in your mind afterward. You'll wonder about it in your quiet moments. A question without an answer. A puzzle you can't solve. Pay close attention. You followed our clues and solved our riddles. But you were missing a piece. Until now. Will you solve the mystery? Or will you wonder forever? Have we got your attention? We are the mystery hiding in plain sight. If you're curious enough, if you're bold enough, you can look for answers at awakingtitan.com. Go. It's time to finish this and begin something new.
Now, a lot of people that get involved with these ARGs and that have solved No Man's Sky ARGs have been looking at, things on the tape, Morse code, scanning the tapes, and going through other deep processes. But I think, in terms of the update, this is just something really simple that they're spewing at us right now. Echo. There's echoes in the game, but also the most famous echo nowadays is the Amazon echo. Meaning, how does that two relate? Amazon rainforest, Amazon forest. In the original trailer that was promised, you had these dense forest planets with these very, very tall creatures. I believe that is the easy connection that this 1.3 update will be a change in the algorithm that is already there in plain sight, so to speak, that will be changed to show those dense forces, to show some of those creatures that were in the preview. And the only reason why some of that was removed was maybe because the code wasn't right and it was causing frame rate issues. Now, that brings me to the next point. What about Elizabeth talking about level 4 access to the Atlas? Because as we know, Atlas passes keys, and what about this level 4 key? I believe this level 4 key will be the key. If not the level 4 one, maybe another Atlas pass will be the one that opens up the portal, which portals are in plain sight. And we've seen how they work from the initial trailers of No Man's Sky. That being said, this game will be everything that was promised in the trailer with the 1.3 update. With the other updates, from the foundation updates and the vehicle updates, you start to look more and more like the trailer. And I believe this will be the time when it will look like the trailer. From the dense forest planets to access the portals. Now, my next prediction, my third prediction about the 1.3 update, is that somehow beyond what I believe they will probably introduce a multiplayer aspect to the game, much more, maybe even deeper than what they presented in the trailers, that you somehow will be able to be a part of the game, maybe in the sense of an echo, so that it's constantly repeated in this ARG through phase 1. Maybe somehow you can tie your voice to an echo beyond those messages you can leave in the game. Somehow be able to hear your voice in the game, and your voice will be part of the code, part of the game. I think that's the next step. Somehow you'll be able to have an impact on the actual game that will go on forever, be it your voice in the game. And maybe somehow with your knowledge to even be applied to Atlas to some degree, and it'll be able to be used in the game. I mean, that's just a thought. Full disclosure, I do not have No Man's Sky, nor do I have a PlayStation 4. I've had a PlayStation 1, I had a PlayStation 2 for a little while where I played a few games on that, but I ended up selling it at some point because I just used it as a DVD player because it was the cheapest DVD player at the time. And right now I have a PlayStation 3, which I got after my 360, and I had this PlayStation 3. Well, I've been using the PlayStation 3 since 2010, and I've had various ones and sold them. And I hope to get a PlayStation 4 and pick up No Man's Sky, hopefully sometime this winter. I just want to give that full disclosure, but as a person that's been playing video games and someone with fair intelligence, when someone says something's hiding in plain sight, I think the most plain sight thing we have is the trailer and the code for the game. I believe we'll be we No Man's Sky players, and I will be a future No Man's Sky player, probably through the PlayStation 4, but it could be through PC, that everything that's promised in the trailer will happen. Access to the portals, dense forest planets, with creatures that look more like everything in the trailer, and somehow the players will have a bigger impact on the game itself, be it from an actual echo, your voice in the game, and somehow even some of your knowledge in Atlas. I think this update, 1.3 update, will blend you into the game in a deeper way, a newer way that has not been done before in video games. You're part of the game, you'll be part of the code going forward in this process. That's just my 2 cents, my opinion, looking as an outsider. And since it's so hard to see the forest from the trees, and a lot of people are mixed up in the trees as players, as an outsider, just looking at the forest, it looks like the trailer will come true, and you will, as a player, be part of the game in a deeper way that we haven't seen in video games before.